let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gon' have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Strolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping to the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, can you hear me? Make sure I got it right this time before I start. Oh, let's see. Hey Susan. Hey Darlene, Tracy, Gator Girl, Mel. Good to see y'all. I have a bad habit of not clicking on the microphone. And I go through this talking to myself, and it's not right. I guess it's okay as long as I don't answer myself. But one day I'm going to start answering myself, and it's going to be 72-hour hold. Hey D, good to see ya. Love ya. Hope everyone had a great day today and had a happy Easter. Remembering he's risen. So there's no grave going to hold him down. That song that my church used to sing. I got up about 6 and got ready, went to sunrise service. All my cousins, my nephews, my dad, my uncles, all of them was there this morning. It surprised me. Some of them. But I know they love God and everything, but it was just felt good having everybody there all together. We stood there beside my mom and my sister. So it was good. And then about the time the preacher got done doing his closing, a gully came. It poured down rain. Oh Lord. I was like, at least it waited. So that was a good thing. Dee, you did. I'm sorry. Good to see you, Dee and Goldie. And then it's been raining off and on about all day, but it's all good. That was the main thing that I wanted to do this Easter, and so they all showed up and showed out. So then he said, you better take a picture of this. He says, I don't dress up many times. But let me see. I got a little bit of this and that. You know how Sunday is. There isn't that much news other than, what's going on over there. I do have a couple of news clips that I've seen that I thought y'all would like. Y'all may have already seen them. But I'm going to go with this first one because I'm going to put the clip in chat so y'all can watch the whole thing because I just clipped some of it, That's how I roll. So here's the whole thing of it, the whole video, but this is the part that I thought was the most interesting. So here we go.
Brandy reporting from the White House. What can you tell us?
Yeah, guys, good morning. I just spoke with President Trump for 15 minutes. He gave me some new details on the negotiations behind the scenes with the Iranians and what's going to happen if Iran does not make a good faith deal. The president tells me if they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. The president went on to say you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country. Now, I asked him about the possibility of an agreement with the Iranians. He says those who are negotiating on behalf of Iran have been granted amnesty at this time so they can continue the talks. And the president tells me he thinks he'll be able to get a deal by tomorrow. He says, I think there's a good chance tomorrow. They're negotiating now. All of this following the president's post on Truth Social, where he talked about these negotiations with the Iranians. We'll pull this up. He says, quote, Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one. In Iran, there will be nothing like it. Open the effing straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. The president posting there on Truth Social about this ongoing operation and his new red line for the Iranian regime. Now, the president also provided new details on what happened earlier this year as the Iranian regime took to the streets and slaughtered what the president tells me is 45,000 civilians in their own country. After that took place, President Trump told me the United States sent guns to the Iranian protesters. He tells me we sent them a lot of guns. We sent them through the Kurds, and the president says he thinks the Kurds kept them. He went on to say we sent guns to the protesters, a lot of them. And so a number of headlines here from my conversation with President Trump. All of this taking place more than a month into Operation Epic Fury and in the aftermath of that successful U.S. operation overnight to rescue that stranded U.S. service member inside Iranian territory. The president himself ordering that operation after the CIA came on Saturday morning and confirmed that they located where this crew member of an F-15 that was shot down on Friday was located. Again, the president making that decision to send in hundreds of U.S. special forces deep into Iranian territory and successfully retrieving that U.S. service member. Guys?
I want to make sure I got this correctly. Are you saying that the president told you that he sent guns, the U.S. government sent guns to the protesters via the Kurdish, but the Kurdish kept some of the guns?
Correct. The president tells me that the United States sent guns to the Iranian protesters earlier this year. He says we sent them a lot of guns. We sent them through the Kurds, and he thinks that the Kurds kept them. Remember, the president made a commitment to the Iranian protesters who were in the streets of their country earlier this year. Those images were circulating online of thousands of people who were slaughtered at the hands of the Iranian regime, the current regime that is attacking U.S. forces as we speak. And the president made a commitment on True Social to those protesters, and he said help is on the way. And we are learning as a result of this call with President Trump that he attempted to send guns to these protesters in order to fight back and defend them. Remember, these were peaceful demonstrators who were protesting against their government, and they were met with live ammunition from the Iranian regime in the streets of their country. They were slaughtered. And Fox News was talking to people in Iran who were using Starlink, and they were describing these horrific scenes in the streets of their country. And the president, again, told them that support and help was on the way. And so it appears that was the help the president was talking about. And again, as all of this is taking place, now that we zoom out 3 months later, the president is offering the Iranians a diplomatic solution to end this conflict. The same offer that he gave the Iranians before Operation Epic Fury began.
Dee, enjoy.
And remember, we know that at the negotiating table before this operation began, the opening position of the Iranian regime is that we have 460 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium, enough to make 11 nuclear bombs. And the president, understanding the country's ballistic missile program and their nuclear aspirations, ultimately ordered this operation. Well, more than 35 days later, the president once again is offering the Iranians a diplomatic solution. And again, he tells Fox News in a phone call earlier today, he thinks he'll be able to get a deal with Iran by tomorrow. He says he thinks there's a good chance tomorrow. They are negotiating now. But again, the president goes on to tell me you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country if they're unwilling to make a deal.
Hey, Party Bonza, good to see you. So, I've been wondering why I know it's a lot of people doesn't like it, but why this that I'm about to say, but couldn't figure out why the protesters was wanting the United States help. And they want to be more like us. Why wasn't we helping them by sending them something to take care of business? But come to find out, he did. Just someone took him that he trusted. So that answered some of my questions I had. Why? Why hasn't he sent anything to help them? I mean, if I'm standing there just talking and somebody military comes up and takes me out, I want to have a little bit of a fighting chance there, a little bit, but they took everything away from them. But we know that he did. Hey, Bitback, good to see you. Love ya. So, let me see. And then I seen this. Well, this is about the Air Force officer. They're calling it an Easter miracle. Here's a little bit on it. And then I got something that's going to blow your mind. I hadn't seen it before. Y'all may have, but I haven't. I was like, wow.
What many are calling an Easter miracle. The second American airman who is missing for 48 hours behind enemy lines has been rescued.
President Trump calling it one of the most daring search and rescue operations in our nation's history.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst has the latest from Tel Aviv. Trey, we woke up to this morning, and we thought it was exactly that, an Easter miracle. What a remarkable rescue operation. Tell us what you know about it.
Yeah, guys, good morning and happy Easter. The U.S. crew member who was missing in southwestern Iran after his F-15 fighter jet was shot down has been rescued. The successful extraction was announced by President Trump overnight on Truth Social. The president simply said, "We got him," before providing new details that dozens of U.S. military aircraft were used to retrieve him as U.S. leadership tracked his location. It was a daring operation that included hundreds of U.S. forces racing against the clock to rescue the crew member. Fox News has learned that after the fighter jet was shot down on Friday, the weapons systems officer hiked to an elevated mountain ridge where he hid and waited for retrieval. The pilot of the jet was rescued by U.S. Special Forces on Friday, but President Trump said they waited to confirm as to not jeopardize this second operation. The president added, quote, "This is the first time in military memory that 2 U.S. pilots have been rescued separately deep in enemy territory." The IDF said they avoided striking this area as American planes and helicopters flew at a low altitude, hoping to find any sign of the service member. Israeli forces, however, ramped up airstrikes over the weekend in other areas, targeting Iran's petrochemical plants. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu added this about the operation.
I promised you that we would continue to crush the terrorist regime in Tehran, and that is exactly what we are doing. After we destroyed 70% of their steel production capacity, which serves as raw material for their weapons, today we struck the petrochemical plants.
While Israel went on the offensive, they also took numerous incoming ballistic missiles over the weekend. Despite mostly hitting civilian targets in Israel, Iran has threatened to ramp up attacks with newer, more advanced missiles. They're also threatening to shoot down additional U.S. planes.
The enemy should know that we rely on new air defense systems built by the young, knowledgeable, and proud people of this country, unveiling them one after another in the field. We will certainly achieve full control of our country's skies and prove the humiliation of the weak enemy to the world more than ever.
The Iranians can say what they want. The reality is thousands of U.S. and Israeli sorties have flown through the skies of Iran, striking military targets across the country. And overnight, the excellence of the U.S. military on display, sending special forces in to rescue that crew member.
So Iran is trying to smack talk us. Well, we know the truth. They're going to end up facing it pretty soon. Okay, what I was talking about. Y'all remember? It will be just about a year coming up. The flood in Texas. That summer camp. Mystified, Misty. Well, I seen this while I was on YouTube streets, and I hadn't seen it. I don't know how new this is, but I was like, yeah, that's my God right there. My God saved her. So, listen to this. YouTube, I know you're going to get me, so just get me. Tonight's going to be a YouTube getting night.
I heard there was a giant flood, but we were washed in Jesus' blood. And you don't really care for my news, do ya? On July the 4th, 2025, the water rose and we went adrift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Our faith was strong, you showed us love like only God from up above. Your prayers, your hugs, and your love overwhelmed us. We cried, we prayed, we did our share. You clothed us, fed us, brushed our hair, and from our lips we drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. They say the water overcame, but I will never forget their names. No blame, no fault, so really what's it to ya? We are a part of mystic herd. We spread His light, His love, His word. The holy and the broken, hallelujah. 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 We did our best, we left a mark, a light that shines within the dark. I told His truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it wasn't long, we stand before the Lord of songs with nothing on our tongue but hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Wow. Awesome job.
That was amazing. That's about the 4th time I've heard it, and it gives me cold chills still. That was amazing. I liked it. Alrighty. And then here's our president giving us some Easter wishes.
To join with Christians across the country and around the world to celebrate the most glorious miracle in all of time, the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. In His life, Christ displayed true humility. In His death, He modeled true love. And in His resurrection from the tomb, He proved that even death itself will not silence those who place their trust in Almighty God. As it says in Gospel of John, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, for whoever believes in Him should not perish, but have eternal life. Eternal life, such beautiful words. This Easter, millions of Christians all over the globe will be reminded that because of what Jesus did on the cross, all of us can live every day with hope in God's promise, knowing that in the end, evil and wickedness will not prevail. In the spirit of joy and renewal this Easter, we also celebrate the extraordinary resurrection of faith and religion in America. As I have often said, to be a great nation, you must have religion and you must have God. In churches across the nation on Sunday, the pews will be fuller, younger, and more faithful than they have at any time in many, many years. Religion is growing again in our country for the first time in decades. Happy Easter to all. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America. Our country is doing so well like never before. Thank you.
And God bless you, Trump. 5 minutes, pass it back. And then after taking a little venture there, I seen Marco. He posted something. So here's from Marco's page.
We were all created, every single one of us, before the beginning of time, by the hands of the God of the universe, an all-powerful God, who loved us and created us for the purpose of living with Him in eternity. But then sin entered the world and separated us from our Creator. And so God took on the form of a man and came down and lived among us. And He suffered like men. And He died like a man. But on the third day He rose unlike any mortal man. And to prove any doubters wrong, He ate with His disciples so they could see, and they touched His wounds. He didn't rise as a ghost or as a spirit, but as flesh. And then He rose to the heaven, but He promised He would return. And He will. And when He returns, because He took on that death, because He carried that cross, we were free from the sin that separated us from Him. And when he returns, there will be a new heaven and a new earth, and we will all be together, and we are going to have a great reunion there again.
I thought that was amazing too. Trump and Marco posting things like that. Makes me so lucky that I live in the United States of America. There ain't no doubt we're in the greatest country in the world. Okay, let me see. I got enough time. Let me see. It will be cutting it close. Nah. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, baby brother. I was going to play another little short clip, but it's too close. I could play, Sky's going to get me a double whammy again. Last Sunday I got email before I even logged out. She wanted me to play 2 tonight. I guess I could go ahead and play the one. It's only 27 seconds. So maybe they won't get me for 27 seconds.
But that's okay. Yeah, that's just fine. I'll learn to breathe underwater, to stay away from fire. I wish you stayed, 'cause I've been tired. And if he won't be here now, I'll find my father in a Bible. Father in a Bible.
Yep, we have a father in the Bible. Okay. Russia, leave me alone. Get the girl. Oh, wait a minute. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Now for our soldiers who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, God, for answering prayers and bringing those two back to us safe.
Better fight.
Okay. And next is the lives that was stolen from us by the illegals that Biden let in. So here we go. And thank you for our service. Y'all brave soldiers that gave it all. Okay.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? Yeah, 'cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you'll dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you'll dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. Since you've arrived.
Never forgotten. Praying that God comforts their families. No need to thank me. Thank y'all for being here, being with me. Okay, well, what I was going to ask you, Gator Girl, is when you get them, I don't get copyright strikes, but I kind of like get warnings for, it seems like it's always the Christian music, and it's coming from Russia. Russia is banning me, and I was like, Russia, Why would YouTube even send an email to me with it being Russia when I live in the United States? Honestly, I don't care what Russia thinks. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. Yeah. Every single one, every Sunday, I get an email about a little clip that Sky's picked out, and it's blocked in the territory of Russia. Here's what they say. If you click on the email, it says show what territory is banned in, and every one of them's been Russia. So Russia don't like me, I guess, but it's okay. I'm still doing what I want to do. Russia can go somewhere and sit down, because I live in the greatest country in the world, and Russia can't do anything about it. So, nah. Okay, Russia, this one's for you. This is Sky's last pick.
God, I'm leaning on you and nobody else. I don't know where I'm going, just that you pull me through. Every blessing from heaven is always come from you. I know every step that I'm taking, I know you're right there too. I'll finish how I started with all my faith in you. Only you brought me this far.
That was their other one. She likes that little dude's music quite a bit. He keeps on. He's going to beat Brandon in her music liking. So Brendan better keep his eyes on that little dude. Good night, Mel. Sweet dreams. Love ya. Okay. Let me see. Do y'all want to do a baby Trump before we do trivia, or do you want to just jump into trivia? Your choice. Speak or forever hold your peace. I'm waiting. Okay. Question 11. Way to go, Christopher. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pull trivia up. Oh, still grabbing coffee? Alrighty, caffeine man. You know that coffee is bad for you. It'll stunt your growth. Okay, we'll do baby Trump real fast, and then we'll go to trivia. And Chris reminded me number 11. So, we'll be all ready right after Trump here.
Today is a big day, and Joe, what the heck are you wearing?
Oh, you like my groovy getup, man? It's a bunny suit.
Good job, JD. Save that photo for later, and we will post it to show how deranged Joe has become. Joe, why are you sitting there very stupidly wearing a bunny costume? You look insane.
Oh, come on, man. It's to celebrate the holiday. Today is Easter, man, where the magical bunny comes down your chimney and lays eggs underneath the tree.
Joe, you're mixing up several holidays there very dumbly. And I know today is Easter, you lunatic, but it doesn't have anything to do with magical bunnies that lay eggs, okay? That was probably started by radical Democrats because you have no grasp on reality.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody knows the bunnies lay eggs all over the place and paint them groovy colors. People usually throw them at my house.
Joe, people throw them at your house because you are an embarrassment to our magnificent country. It's not the magical bunnies. That's not the real reason for Easter, okay? It's a much more important reason.
Oh, come on, man. Are you saying you know the real reason for Easter?
Of course I know it, Joe. I know a lot of things, okay? Because I have a very high IQ. Everybody says so. Unlike you and your radical group of morons.
All right then, fella. What's the real reason?
Okay, Joe, do you remember the story I started last week?
Oh, come on, man. I can't even remember what year I was the First Lady.
Well, just try to pay attention, you maniac. Last time, Jesus, who has been my friend for many years, he's a great guy, very high IQ, willingly died for people like me and you and all your radical baby Trump deranged Democrat sins, okay?
Oh, man. I remember that part. That's sad, man.
It's very sad, Joe. But here's the greatest comeback part for 3 days, okay? His friends and his mother, Mary, were very sad. But then on the third day, they find that his tomb, it's empty.
Huh? What happened, man?
Joe, you really are the worst Catholic. Everyone knows this next part. His tomb was empty because he very powerfully and impressively rose from the dead, okay? Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And so we celebrate Easter today, not because of your imaginary magical bunnies, but to celebrate Jesus' resurrection.
Oh, well, that's groovy, man. But when do the bunnies come in?
What is it with you and this bunny, Joe? It's supposed to be about Jesus, okay? But the bunny came from our great German immigrants who legally came here hundreds of years ago, back when you were a small boy. They had some deranged tale about an egg-laying bunny. And all of your radical Democrats will do anything to distract from Jesus. So that's probably why it is so popular.
Oh, come on, man. Maybe the bunny can lay eggs if it identifies as an egg layer, you know?
Don't be ridiculous, Joe. The bunnies aren't insane.
Well, Trumpy, if the bunnies come to California, they can be whatever they want to be. We welcome all egg-laying bunnies.
Gavin, if the bunnies very dumbly go to California, the only thing they will be doing is dodging forest fires, okay? I'm sure you identify as an egg layer yourself, so just keep quiet. But in all seriousness, we want to wish everyone a very happy Easter.
That was a good one. Magic Easter bunny. Oh, we don't do Easter bunny here. Sky said all day long today was Jesus' day, so she didn't get an Easter basket, so she got a Bible story book and an outfit to wear this morning and some candy, which she doesn't eat, but her mama does. So I use Sky to get my candy fix, cause she only likes one type of candy, and she still got over a whole bag left. So I got her some candy for Easter, cause I knew she wouldn't like it. Oh, Chris, no, that stuff's nasty. Oh, oh no coffee for me. I'm good. Okay, let me pull it up before I get in trouble for stealing our Easter candy. You know it, Bitbot. Cadbury. I'm gonna get in trouble now. I can already hear the ding ding ding, the messages. Don't take Scott's candy. Oh, here we go. Alrighty.
Into the promised land. Joshua's leadership fulfilled.
Oh, got to fix that. Got to come here. Change that. Nope. Wrong one. Wait, what happened to the other one? There it is. Now, I got it. Gator Girl, they're changing things again on StreamYard for tomorrow night for you. Let you know they moved everything again. Hey, Bipbot.
Hey.
Don't you even think about saying nothing about the candy.
God's
Here we go.
promise to Israel as he led the conquest and settlement of Canaan, continuing Moses' legacy of faithfulness and obedience. Question 11. From what mount did God tell Moses to go to look out over the promised land? A. Mount Zion. B. Mount Nebo. C. Mount Sinai. D. Mount Carmel. You get 10 seconds.
I say B. 99.9% B. Chris says A. Well, they are Gator Girl. Gator Girl B. Tracy B. Darlene B. I think that's it on my end.
Okay, Susan and I both are going to go with B.
Okay. Because Mel said she had to step away and Dee said he had to step away. He had visitors. B.
That's B, Mount Nebo. In Deuteronomy chapter 34, verses 1 to 4, God instructed Moses to ascend Mount Nebo, from which he could see the promised land that Israel was about to enter. Though Moses was not permitted to cross into the land due to his earlier disobedience, God graciously allowed him a glimpse of the fulfillment of his promise to the Israelites. This poignant moment marked the conclusion of Moses' remarkable leadership. Question 12. In Deuteronomy, what was the name of the place where an accused person could go safely and await trial without being killed? A. Haven of Mercy. B. Sanctuary of Peace. C. Asylum Gate. D. City of Refuge.
Ah, we know this one.
You get 10 seconds.
We all better get this one, or I'm going to write your name down. D. Chris says D. Darlene D. Gator Girl D. Tracy D. And I say D.
And Susan and I picked D.
And we're going to get it across the board. Woo-wee.
That's D, City of Refuge. God commanded the establishment of the cities of refuge. These were designated places where individuals accused of manslaughter could flee for protection while awaiting trial. The cities of refuge ensured that justice was served fairly and prevented acts of vengeance. This provision highlighted God's commitment to justice, mercy, and the value of human life. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verses 1 to 13. Question 13. What was the two-letter name of the king of Bashan? A. Og. B. Ed. C. Joe. D. AI. You get 10 seconds.
I want to say, I know it's a guess. Go ahead. What do you think? I was going to say A.
I was going to go with A2, OG. Because it's Ed's pretty good name. Joe's a pretty good name. AI, we know what AI is, so I was going to go with OG because it's sort of weird. Darlene A, Christopher A, Gator Girl A with a question mark. Tracy A.
Susan A, and I picked A.
Okay, let's see if we get it across the board again. Woo! We did it.
That's A. Og. Og was the king of Bashan, mentioned in Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 11. He was one of the last of the Rephaim, a race of giants, and his defeat by the Israelites marked a significant victory during their journey to the Promised Land. The Bible notes that his iron bed was enormous, emphasizing his physical stature and the miraculous nature of Israel's triumph through God's power. Question 14. What is the term for gathering leftover crops left by farmers for the poor? A. Reaping. B. Gathering. C. Gleaning. D. Harvesting. You get 10 seconds.
I always wondered how that word, where it came from. I'm going with C.
I'm going to go with D. For some reason, I kind of remember Timothy saying harvesting. I think, for sure. Maybe not. You're humming. Go with C then.
I always get the women of the Bible mixed up, but I can't remember who did a lot of gleaning to get the king. Is that Ruth? Oh my goodness. See, I should know these characters better, and I don't. We learned this last week. Yeah, I know Gator. But I can't remember. Oh. All right, so Susan and I are both going with C on Rumble.
Okay, Darlene says C, Chris says C, Gator Girl says C, Tracy says, wait, that was for the last question. No? Yeah or no?
Tracy, did you pick A? I lost track.
Because Darlene says A, but then down here she says C. But then Tracy has the flag separating them, so I don't know if...
Nope, there goes Tracy with C. So, okay. Start with
Okay.
Darlene.
Okay. Darlene says C, Chris says C, Gator Girl says C, and Tracy says C. And I say C now.
And Susan corrected me. Yes, it's Ruth. Okay.
Okay, the answer is
That's C, gleaning. In Leviticus chapter 19, verses 9 to 10, and Deuteronomy chapter 24, verses 19 to 21, God instructed farmers to leave the edges of their fields and any leftover crops for the poor, widows, and foreigners.
Forgive me, y'all. My brain's
This
so
practice,
little it can't
called
hold but
gleaning,
so much
provided
information.
sustenance for the needy and reflected God's
Doing
care
fine.
and provision for all people, especially the vulnerable.
It's okay, Tracy.
Question 15. In Deuteronomy, what is a parapet that God said a person must build on their house? A, a roof for shade. B, a decorative railing. C, a ladder for access. D, a wall
Yeah, we learned
to
this
prevent
last
falls.
week too.
You get 10 seconds.
And I'm going with D.
Me too. Chris says B. Chris, it says decorative. That's a little hint since I get hints. I give you a hint. Gator Girl says D. Tracy says D. Darlene says D. And I say D.
Susan and I both picked D.
And the answer is
That's D, a wall to prevent falls. God commanded the Israelites to build a parapet or low wall around the roof of their house to prevent accidents and protect others from falling. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 8. This instruction reflects God's emphasis on responsibility and care for the well-being of others, teaching his people to prioritize safety and accountability in their daily lives. Question 16. Who did Moses mention would be able to enter the promised land because of his faithfulness? A, Aaron. B, Caleb. C, Eleazar. D, Joshua. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going with Caleb. Chris is going with D. Gator Girl's going with B. She's in Caleb camp. Tracy's in Caleb camp. B. Darlene B in Caleb's camp.
All right, Susan and I are both going to go with B.
Okay.
Not going to bang my head on this, but I was almost went with you, Chris.
Cha-ching.
That's B, Caleb. Moses declared that Caleb from the tribe of Judah would enter the promised land because of his wholehearted faithfulness to God. Along with Joshua, Caleb had trusted God's promise during the exploration of Canaan, and encouraged the Israelites to proceed, despite the fearful report of the other spies. His unwavering
Chris.
trust exemplified the kind of faith God honors and rewards. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 36.
Stop it for a second.
Question 17.
But Chris, here's the thing. It's not that Joshua didn't go. Well, the question just disappeared, but the question was just basically who no, that's fine, but it was who Moses said could see the promised land. That didn't mean that Joshua went. Yeah. So that kind of is a bizarre question. I mean, I wouldn't have known. I'm glad you knew it, Tina, but I wouldn't have known that. I mean, I'd read it, but I don't remember it, that he specifically said Caleb. But so I wanted to make that point that, yeah, Joshua went, but Moses didn't say. He's not the one who, it's kind of a technical thing. So you kind of are right. Go ahead.
Way to go, Christopher.
Yeah, poor explanation by Dave.
Deuteronomy, which of these was not a name used for the giants? A. Zuzim. B. Rephaim. C. Anakites. D. Amalekites. You get 10 seconds.
Oh, lordy.
I'm going with A because it looks weird.
I'm going with D because it's long.
The Anakites and Amalekites are mentioned, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
D because it's long. Longer looking. Weirder, longer. Chris says D, question mark. Oh no, Chris. That's one. Some reason it looks familiar to me. And then plus it's long and weird looking. Gator Girl says A. Chris, we may be wrong. We'll go down together, Chris. Tracy says A. Darlene says A.
Susan and I are both going with A.
Okay, Chris, hold on to my life jacket. It's getting serious now. Here we go. Oh, man.
Wow.
Chris.
That's D. Amalekites.
Congratulations.
Deuteronomy chapter 2. Moses referred to the Rephaim, Anakites, and Zuzim as groups of giants encountered in the land. The Amalekites, however, were a separate people known for opposing Israel during their wilderness journey. The inclusion of these names highlights the challenges Israel faced and God's power in overcoming seemingly insurmountable enemies.
Chris said he studied too.
Question 18.
There you go.
Which of the 10 commandments in Deuteronomy includes a promise? A. Do not steal. B. Do not covet. C. Keep the Sabbath holy. D. Honor your father and mother. You get 10 seconds.
I told
By the
Scott
way,
this.
after I committed Susan to A, she happened to say that she didn't really know. So
Okay.
I'm a bad person. I led her astray. All right. So which of the 10 commandments has a promise?
I'm going to go with D. Because me and Sky talked about this one. Darlene D. Chris D. Tracy D. Because
Right.
Sky says, Mama, does that mean even if you're wrong, I'm supposed to obey you and listen to you? Tracy says D. Gator Girl says D.
Yeah, Susan and I are going to go with D too.
The answer is boom chakalaki.
That's D. Honor your father and mother. In Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 16, the commandment to honor your father and mother is unique because it includes a
You will live
promise
long. Yep.
that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the Lord your God is giving you. This highlights the value of respect and obedience within families as a foundation for societal stability and divine blessing. Question 19. What's one thing the army was told not to destroy when attacking an enemy city? A. Livestock. B. Water wells. C. Fruit trees. D. Storage barns. You get 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea.
I want to go with water wells because anybody could be at that land. You don't want to poison water if you have to have it yourself, but I don't know. And when
Yeah, I was
storage,
going with water or livestock.
there are times, okay.
Two I was going between. Let me see what chat says. Chris says C. Gator Girl says A. Tracy says A.
Susan, you can pick what you want. I'm going to go with B on this. Even though Chris studied, so he could be right. What are you going with?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, Susan's going A question mark.
Darlene says A, so it looks like there's more A's, so I'm gonna go with A.
The only reason I'm not is there's times God sent Israel or sent people to go ahead and wipe out cities. And it was wipe every living thing. But I could be wrong, so let's go for it.
Okay. Chris pleaded with me here, so I'm going to change your mind to C. I'm going to go down with them.
Okay. So I'm B and Susan's A.
Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Oh, wow, Chris.
That's C. Fruit trees. In
Good job,
Deuteronomy
Chris.
chapter 20, verses 19 to 20, God commanded the Israelites not to destroy fruit trees during a siege. These trees provided food and sustenance, symbolizing life and future prosperity. While other resources could be used for war, fruit trees were to be preserved as an act of wisdom and restraint,
Wow.
reflecting God's care for sustainability and the well-being of his people, even in times of conflict.
The water throws me off. I don't get it, but okay.
Question 20. Of these birds, which is not on the kosher diet listed in Deuteronomy?
Kosher.
A. Owl. B. Dove. C. Eagle. D. Raven. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say dove because that was a sign. So I'm going to say dove just because. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm just going to say dove. You see, Chris says D, Raven. It would be longer to grow. That's why Chris figured fruit trees. Huh. Cindy says C. Tracy says C, eagle. Chris D, Raven. I don't have no idea either, Tracy. I'm going with dove because that was a sign. And it says which is not on the kosher diet. So I don't know. I'm gonna go down with dove.
Don't
Gator Girl
ravens
says B.
don't ravens eat dead things? I'm gonna join Chris. I'm gonna go with Chris on D with D. Susan, I don't
Okay,
really
Chris, you
know.
got somebody. You got somebody that's gonna go down with you now.
He studied well, right? He's been doing so. I'm not gonna
Yeah, he's been
question
doing
a
real
thing.
good. Gator Girl says B. Darlene says B.
I said D and waiting to see Susan.
Okay.
Susan's gonna go with A.
Okay. Here we go.
I think we covered every answer.
Somebody's gonna get it. Ravens represent death.
That's what I was thinking. Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
That's B, dove. Deuteronomy chapter 14, verses 12 to 18. Birds like ravens, eagles, and owls are listed as unclean and not permitted for consumption. However, doves were considered clean and acceptable under kosher dietary laws. This distinction reflected God's emphasis on setting apart his people through dietary practices that
Hold on, I'm
symbolize
confused.
purity and obedience. Stay with us until the end of the video.
Pause. Yeah, what's that mean? Which is not on the kosher diet. No, didn't it just say in the explanation that you could eat them? I'm so confused.
Let me see right here.
Not permitted. Okay.
You didn't.
Question is, which is not on the kosher diet?
Which means maybe they're not allowed to eat them at all.
Right?
But the dove could be eaten anytime.
That's just
and it's
okay. To me, I'm sorry. That's just a confusing explanation, guys. I'm sorry. I haven't had enough coffee today.
It is confusing. a lot of these are like the last question that Chris could have got right. I mean, both of them is confusing. So let's get back.
Okay, everyone gets a pass on this one. Right, Susan?
Okay.
Section. Let's explore and learn more about the Bible with these fun and interesting questions. Question 21. What fourth time did Moses say to talk about God's ordinances when walking, lying down, getting up, and what else? A, while eating. B, during worship. C, before sleeping. D, when sitting at home. You get 10 seconds.
I'm sorry. What's that mean?
No idea. I had to reread it right there. Oh Lordy. I guess they're.
So he said it 4 times?
What fourth time did Moses say to talk about God's ordinances? Know the fourth thing, because walking's 1, laying down's 2, getting up's 3, so there would need to be 1 more.
Before sleeping?
I have no idea. I don't even remember this in the book. Chris? He says while eating.
I'm going to go before sleeping because that's the only thing that seems to go right. Getting up, lying down when walking. So before you lie down, whatever. I'm going to pick C and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let me see. Everybody's pissed. Oh. Okay, Chris says A. Gator Girl says A. Tracy says A. Darlene says C. And I say them are kind of action words. Sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Except I suppose lying down could be before sleeping, right? You're not asleep, you're lying down. So maybe it is.
That's why I didn't.
Maybe go with A.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Chris, I'm coming. Slide over. Make room for me on this ship. Tracy, slide over. Here I come.
Susan picked A, and I'll stick with C because I said it, so I'll stay with C.
Okay.
I'll go with Darlene.
Darlene, y'all two hold on to each other. we all need we need to make a chain. Oh,
That's
no
D
way.
when sitting at home. In Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7, Moses instructed the Israelites to teach and talk about God's commandments when sitting at home, walking along the road, lying down, and getting up. This guidance emphasized the importance of integrating God's word into every aspect of daily life,
God's
fostering a deep and continuous relationship with Him.
Ordinances is probably commandments.
Question 22. What is the two-letter city of Moab mentioned in Deuteronomy?
Dadgummit.
A. R. B. AI. C. Ed. D. OG. You get 10 seconds.
Oh. I'm going to go with, because I seen this one. I'm going to go with A. Chris says A too.
Susan and I are in for A.
Darlene says A. Gator Girl A with a Tracy A. You was gonna say sitting at home, Tracy? That was sweet of you going down with us. Tracy with an A. All of y'all knew it. Y'all just wanted to go down with us. See, I knew you knew it. You just wanted to be with us. You
So
stuck with us.
everybody's in with an A?
Yep. Everybody's got A. Your side.
Yeah. Susan and I A.
Here we go. Boom, chuck.
That's A. R. Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 9. The city of Ar in Moab is mentioned as part of the land that God told the Israelites not to attack or disturb, as it was given to the descendants of Lot. This highlights God's faithfulness in preserving the inheritance of various nations while guiding Israel to their promised land. Question 23. What did Moses say the Israelites should do every 7 years? A. Rest from labor. B. Celebrate a festival. C. Cancel debts. D. Offer a burnt sacrifice. You get 10 seconds.
We had this the other day too, didn't we? Right.
Yep. I'd say D. No, wait a minute.
Right. Go up one.
C. C, C, C. C, C, C. My bad. Gator Girl C. Chris C. Tracy C. Darlene C. All C's on this side on YouTube
Yep.
streets.
Susan C. and I take C.
Here we go.
That's C, cancel debts. In Deuteronomy chapter 15, verses 1 to 2, Moses instructed the Israelites to cancel debts every 7 years during the year of release. This law was meant to prevent lifelong poverty and ensure fairness within the community. It reflects God's care for the vulnerable and his emphasis on justice, generosity, and the restoration of balance in society.
Uh-oh.
Question 24. What did Moses command the Israelites to do with the first fruits of their harvest? A. Offer them to God. B. Store them for the poor. C. Burn them as a sacrifice. D. Share them with neighbors. You get 10 seconds.
Say A.
I was quick on Rumble. We both picked A.
Chris says A. Darlene says A. Gator Girl says A. And Tracy says A. All A's again.
Yeah, all A's over here too.
Boom.
That's A. Offer them to
Yeah,
God.
we're getting good.
Moses commanded the Israelites to bring the first fruits of their harvest to God as an offering. This act acknowledged God as the provider of their blessings and reminded them of his deliverance from Egypt. The offering of first fruits was an expression of gratitude and trust in God's continued provision for his people. Deuteronomy chapter 26, verses 1 to 11. Question 25. What unique blessing did Moses give to the tribe of Levi? A. Military strength. B. Abundant harvests. C. The role of priests. D. Inheritance of land. You get 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Oh. You know this one.
Yeah. I'm going with C.
Yep, I picked C.
Chris says B.
Susan picked C.
Darlene says C. Gator Girl says C. Tracy says C. Is Chris going to be out there by himself? Oh,
both
man.
C.
Chris? I picked C, but I'm going to hold on to Chris with the B.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Here we go.
That's C. The role of priests. Moses stated that the Levites were set apart to carry the Ark of the Covenant and serve as priests before the Lord.
Chris?
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verses 8 to 9. Unlike the other tribes, they were not given a specific
Should have
inheritance
pulled
of
him
land,
with
but
us.
provided for through
I
offerings
should
and
have pulled
tithes.
them over.
This blessing
instead of
emphasized their spiritual leadership
bringing
and
them in.
dedication to God's service. Wow. Congratulations on completing.
Well, I think y'all done amazing. I think we're getting a little better.
What's the next book?
Joshua.
Oh boy.
Well, at least we're getting the hard ones out of the way, and then Judges, and then Ruth.
That's true.
So, Chris,
all right, you
reading up on Joshua.
got less than a minute, so I'm going to jump off.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Love you. Okay, family. Let me go to here. Stop sharing. And let me back up there. There we go. You did, Chris. You done real good. Everybody done real good. And I'm starting to keep some things that I've read. That's amazing, because usually it goes through one ear and out the other one. Nothing stays. But it's starting to stick some. So I'm happy. I hope y'all are happy that y'all are learning too with us. This is a family learning experience. All right. Tomorrow will be Gator Girls night, and please keep Betty and Steve in your prayers. D, for he has surgery April the 30th. Goldie and Dee's dad. Teacup, Bonnie, and both Sandys. Santa, Jared, and Julius. Keep Chris and Carrie in your prayers for healing, complete healing. And keep Gator Girl in your prayers that her place will open up a lot faster. That the time will speed up so she can have her own place and enjoy her time with Liberty. And remember Tina B. Because like I keep saying, when you lose someone, you really never get over it. There's always a place there. And if you would, say a little prayer for my dad, please. And I love each and every one of y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow night on Gator Girls. And good night. God bless. Love ya. Chris, there probably is. There it is. Boom. Bit bites on it. Love y'all.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking's a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road down since I left town. Sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.